To close out my coverage of the last crescendo event that features the headline fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev in their light heavyweight undisputed rematch, which goes down February 22nd in just a few weeks' time, is the heavyweight bout between Zhilei Zhang and Agit Kabayel. The bout will be for the vacant WBC Interim belt. Both men ranked 2nd and 3rd respectively in the official WBC ranking, behind former unified and Lineal Heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. We'll hope a victory on the night will bring them closer to a shot at a major title, the majority of which are still in the possession of Ukraine's former undisputed, current unified and pound-for-pound champion Oleksandr Usyk. The big fella Zhilei Zhang wants to bang Kabayel. No diddy. Agit Kabayel would like to return that favour. It's Germany versus
China.
It's undefeated versus former interim champ, and it's Southpaw versus Orthodox. Zhang is coming off a devastating win over former WBC Heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder. In the fight, Zhang's physicality and power overwhelmed the American, who had his moments and managed to land some clean shots before a strong Zhang right hand in the 5th round wobbled Wilder. Wilder stumbled, spun around like a top, only to be met with another Zhang right hand. This time, Zhang's shot sent Wilder to the canvas. He was able to beat the count, barely, but the ref could see Wilder was in no condition to continue and called it a night. And that's something you can always count on from Zhilei Zhang. Power. He is a big, heavy bloke with stopping power. Big Bang twice closed out the night with a stoppage win over Joe Joyce, who at the time seemed indestructible. Heavy hands are renowned for having a cast iron chin. Joe Juggernaut Joyce was crashing through most of his opponents, just as his ring alias suggests, and stopping them one after another. Despite taking heavy punishment in many of his fights, Joyce seemed to be the unstoppable force until he ran into the immovable object, Zhang. Agit Kabayel knows a thing or two about coming up against immovable objects. He has faced monsters before. Going about his business as a pro boxer since 2011, this twice European champion has sustained a workmanlike, mostly under-the-radar schedule for many years. Picking up the European heavyweight title fairly early in his career, he would become a blip on the radar for the first time when he took on former WBC contender at the time, Derek Chisora. Kabayel went on to beat Chisora on points in a relatively close fight, on the scorecards at least. Kabayel took advantage of Chisora's slow start, where Chisora opted to stalk Kabayel like he typically does, but not really throwing too much. Kabayel responded by boxing on the move, throwing jabs and peppering Chisora with hard, fast hooks and straight punches to Chisora's head and body. Kabayel is a fluid mover, agile and nimble. He's a very competent boxer who can switch up his approach and be both the aggressor and fight defensively. He's adaptable in the ring and possesses a decent ring IQ. Chisora was a good win for the German Kurd. Kabayel would continue working away and then once again made his presence felt in the heavyweight division when he took on and stopped the mountain Halford Julius Bjornsson. Sorry, I meant Arslanbek Makhmudov in the 4th round of their bout. Kabayel used his aggression and focused on body attack to take down the then undefeated boogeyman from Russia, who was knocking out just about all of his opponents. By now, Kabayel was truly on the radar and people were taking notice. His next scalp would be another decent win over 97-year-old Cuban Frankie Sanchez. That's what makes this fight intriguing. Both Agit Kabayel and Zhilei Zhang are very competent boxers who use their jab to set up and create openings on opponents' defense. Where Kabayel relies on agile and bouncy footwork, Zhang uses his reach and size to impose himself on his opponents. Once either fighter sees an opportunity for an offensive, both Zhang and Kabayel put together a string of fast and powerful combinations. Zhang tends to stand back to not smother his work when this happens, giving himself every opportunity to open up another line of attack. I've noticed Kabayel often ends up in a clinch with his opponent after throwing a flurry of punches. He won't want to do that too often with Zhang. Zhang knows to put all his weight on his opponents in this situation, and there's a lot of weight there, which would tire Kabayel out. Zhang is also able to absorb a lot of punishment. Agit Kabayel has been hit clean by decent big punches before, like a younger Chisora and Makhmudov, but he definitely doesn't want to be eating punches thrown by Zhang. Luckily for Kabayel, he tends to move his head and upper body, and so for the most part won't leave his head stationed on the center line. He'll also know to move to the left and away from the big southpaw's devastating back left hand. I think Agit will look to beat Zhilei Zhang the way most fighters look to beat the Chinese big man, tire him out. Agit will look to target Zhang's body in and out and avoid the quick and heavy shots fired back in return. Zhang might be 41 years of age, but he still possesses speed and power. Zhang doesn't need to load up on shots, he can sit opponents down off subtle, innocuous looking punches. The much younger Kabayel has a good engine from what I've seen, much better than Zhang's in my opinion. I think this will be crucial. I think Kabayel takes Zhilei Zhang into the deep rounds, tires him out. There's no chance he stops the big fella, but I think he beats Zhang on points. Big warning though, Agit Kabayel better not get hit clean, cause it will be lights out for him. Another loss for Zhang will be crushing for him, but I have Agit Kabayel winning on points after 12 rounds. That's my pick. Thanks for watching. Let me ask you, do you want to be in the moment and not just capture the moment? Well, let XbotGo's AI sports cameraman empower your smartphone. The industrial-grade computer vision algorithms and tracking system intuitively identifies the focal point on the field, let's say a ball or a player, and autonomously tracks it with smooth and professional zooms and pans. Next time little Timmy is on the soccer pitch or Julie is at gymnastics, you can watch on knowing the XbotGo will capture the action with accuracy as you watch on and cheer for your loved one. Using Follow Me 2.0, XbotGo applies re-identification technology to identify and lock onto athletes by appearance, body shape, and jersey number. It's great for sports like soccer, basketball, hockey, football, rugby, lacrosse, and so much more. Activate Follow Me and record yourself as you train, then watch it back for some analysis. You can even live stream, and the XbotGo app allows you to edit your content as you go, with up to 20 gigabytes of storage. XbotGo is the only one consumption-grade AI product that can realize team sports tracking and recording with such precision and professionalism. Don't just record the moment, be in the moment. Act now, click the referral link in the description section below. By doing so, you can also take advantage of an exclusive discount. Don't forget to also check out XbotGo's official website for more information on their products, accessories, and the latest XbotGo news and updates. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one.